Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the March 11th committee meetings. We'll start with public safety and your chair and host, Commissioner Irv Brockington.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to call tonight's public safety meeting to order. It is 7:32 p.m. And as always, we'd like to start off with our police chief, who will give us his report for January of 2026, item 1A.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful afternoon. It's going down to 26 tonight or something tomorrow, or whatever. Attached is the January 2026 monthly activity report for the police department. It's attached. If anyone has any questions, I'd be glad to take any questions.
Any questions for the chief tonight? Chief, I have one in reference to the bus stops. Are we getting that number coming down a little bit with cars going by the school buses? I saw it was like 300.
Yeah, that's down from where we were earlier, but it's still a high number. We're still working on that.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've met with the school district on this in the past about moving stops, the key stops, the high volume stops, as I mentioned prior. So they're willing to work with us on this. We'll continue to monitor where we're at. We were seeing the 500s, so we were in the 300s for this month. Still too high for my liking, as you know. With this, we've talked about this several times with the bus patrol citations. So we're going to continue to monitor that as well. So I think also, as I mentioned prior, I think we'll get some help with this now that some of the surrounding communities are also joining us.
Yeah.
In this effort now. It's not such a foreign concept now. Abington Township will be jumping on this. Some other surrounding Upper Moreland beginning that. So more people will become more and more familiar with that. Hopefully that helps us get that message out there that we're enforcing these violations.
Thank you. We'll start Commissioner Armand and then Commissioner Stein.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chief, I've been getting a couple of reports here and there on three schools in particular, which I'm most connected with: Glenside Elementary, the high school, and Cedarbrook, in particular with speeding through the school zones. And I have a particular constituent who lives with me, who has been telling me that she's been getting passed on Lime Kiln and on Rice's Mill during the school, the school hours. So if you wouldn't mind maybe having some patrol over there. I know for a while we were working at the crosswalks. I know that maybe has fallen off a little bit, but if we can just get some patrol up during those hours, that would be great.
Absolutely, sir. We'll make that a direct patrol priority. We'll have officers out there to take care of that.
Thank you very much.
Great. Commissioner Stein.
Thank you. Chief, I just want to thank you for meeting with Commissioner Jeremy Waltz and I earlier in the week, and your lieutenants and sergeants that were there. It was very helpful. One of the things I was thinking about after was that it would be great to see, I mean, your report is great, don't get me wrong, but I think what might be missing from it is all of the preventative hours or all of the training hours that your officers spend on an ongoing basis to keep up their accreditations and your specific subject matter experts. So I'm wondering if it's possible to at least get a quarterly report, in public at public safety or to the board to show what those man hours are, and then what type of in-house training you have officers certified to give. That would be helpful for people to realize that it's not just what we see going on out with a patrol car. Thank you.
I appreciate that. And once again, thank you both for coming in. It's really nice when they see our commissioners there, and you've all have done that at different times. I appreciate that. It's good for my folks to see that as well. And they know that you guys have a vested interest in our success as well. So I appreciate that. The training, that's a very good point. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes outside of activity that's tracked. Training, we do more training now than we've ever done throughout my career. We expect a lot. There's a lot of requirements with our accreditation, a lot of state requirements that we have to complete now as well. So that would be an easy one, I think, to track that. We're tracking those already. We could certainly put together a training quarterly report or something and present that to the board. Here's what we completed. We've completed this training, this past month or two or something. We could certainly do something like that. And
I know I would find
suggestions
that. Yeah, I would find that very helpful.
Okay.
Thank you. Commissioner Cherico, did I see your hand up and now down?
No.
Okay. Any other questions, commissioners? Any questions from any residents online? Don't see any. So, Mr. President, I call for the approval of item 1A, our police chief report for January 2026.
All those in favor of acceptance, say aye.
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 Thank you, Chief. Thank you. We're going to move on to our fire marshal's report for January 2026. I know our fire marshal will not be here. So, Mr. President, I'm going to call for the approval of the fire marshal's report for January 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Any comments or questions?
Any comments and questions? I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's a team effort. Any comments or questions on the report from commissioners? How about from the public? All right. Seeing none, all those in favor of Commissioner Brockington's motion to accept, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Thank you. We're going to move on now to item 1C, Emergency Medical Service Chief, Ms. Bartos. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Does anyone have any questions about my submitted report?
Any questions, commissioners? Any questions from any of the residents in reference to this report? Jess, anything that you want to add?
No, I think that everything, we're still looking for a full-time paramedic. So if anybody knows of anyone that they think that would fit well in Cheltenham Township, please let us know. Other than that, I think that's all.
I'll take the opportunity.
Yes, go ahead.
Ms. Bartow, since we're starting a new year, any change or comments as far as collection or billing? I know in the past rules have changed and rates have changed. Is there anything new to report from either side, how we're doing on the billing and how we're doing on the collection?
We are, and I believe that I took the wrong month for my report for 2025. I apologize. We're seeing more people going to collections. Unfortunately, most people have copays, most people have deductibles for their insurance, especially the beginning of the year. New year, new me, and they reset everything to zero. And unfortunately, the way the economy is currently, we're seeing a lot more people going to collections. Unfortunately, that's something that we would like to avoid, but we have to meet our expectations as well. Nothing has changed as far as what Medicare or Medicaid are allowing, which is the primary bulk of our patient contacts. So we are seeing obviously more patient transports and more call volume than we have been. Again, it just keeps continuing the numbers keep continuing to go up with staffing shortages and with other organizations. You might notice that we have been covering a lot of other squads frequently, and that is because call volume has increased and staffing is not something that most places can increase. So that's pretty much what I got.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions, commissioners? Residents? Not seeing any, Mr. President. I call for the approval of item 1C for the Emergency Medical Service Chief's report for January 2026.
All in favor of accepting Chief Bartow's report, say aye.
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 Thank you, Ms. Bartos.
Thank you.
We're going to move on to item 1D, Emergency Management Coordinator. Our coordinator will not be on the meeting tonight. This report is from February 2026. Commissioners, are there any questions in reference to this report? Residents, any questions in reference to this report? Not seeing any. Mr. President, I call for the approval of item 1D, the Emergency Management Coordinator's report for February 2026.
All in favor of acceptance, say aye.
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 Thank you. We're going to move on to item 2 for tonight, which is our committee meeting minutes. Fire Board met on February 5th, 2026. That report is attached. Commissioners, any questions in reference to the Fire Board meeting?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, Commissioner Cherico.
Yeah, so there's I sent a message to to Mr. Lynch to ask him to update this. It has me quoted as saying something at a recent fire board meeting, which it seems to be that this was drawn from the November meeting or from an October meeting. So I think we should probably hold off on approving these minutes until we actually get that corrected. In addition, I know these minutes have not been approved by the fire board because they just met a couple weeks ago, and I think they only meet quarterly. Are we supposed to approve minutes before the actual board itself approves them? I'm not sure if that's what we do or not, but
Well, this would have been from last month in February.
they only meet quarterly, so they haven't been able to approve their minutes until the next meeting. Manager Elliott?
Yeah, sorry. It's usually the committee is accepting receipt of the minutes, not necessarily approving them. So
Gotcha.
usually they are received before the committee actually approves them. But if you want to send either myself or Ashley a copy of your comments, we'll make sure the minutes are amended for the next time.
No, the only thing that's incorrect is the part where it says volunteer appreciation night on Thursday, November 13th, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Elkins Estate. Please let us know how many of you can attend. I did not say that in February, nor did I say that in November, actually. So perhaps if we can get that out, I think the rest of the minutes probably are appropriate.
We can say it as amended then.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to ask for the approval of the fire board minutes meeting from February 5th as amended, as requested by Commissioner Cherico. Mr. President?
Yep. All those in favor of acceptance of the fire board committee meeting minutes from February 5th, 2026, as amended in the manner in which Commissioner Cherico outlined, say aye.
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 Aye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we're going to move on. Any old business tonight for public safety? Commissioner Arndt.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So as many of you know, we are in the midst of a search to replace being well, we can never replace Chief Slavin, but to succeed Chief Slavin. And I just wanted to let the public know that we continue to engage in that process. And there have been residents who have reached out with feedback and wanting to provide their view on what we should be looking for. And the board is working on right now setting up a forum, both in the form of a meeting as well as dedicated email box for individuals to provide feedback on what it is that they want to see in the next police chief, and the details of both that meeting and the manner in which those communications will be received should be announced shortly. And since I'm mentioning it, I'll also mention that we intend to have a similar, if not simultaneous, public forum and opportunity for feedback for our manager search, and there'll probably be more about that in the next meeting with public affairs. So I just wanted to put that out there. Please stay tuned. That information will be coming out shortly.
Thank you, Mr. President. Any other old business for tonight? Commissioner Cherico.
Sure. I'd like to put it on our staff's radar, along with a million other things I understand. But we had talked before about perhaps, I believe we talked about an ordinance to address the costs and the charges being incurred by different entities when they are asking for roads to be shut down in the township for parties, festivals, things like that. I think it probably would be wise if we could come up with some sort of ordinance so that we can have, a policy in place that is consistent across the board. I think that would be my request if the rest of our board agrees that would be of value.
Manager Elliott.
Yeah, hi. This township staff is working on drafting an ordinance for this reason and other similar scenarios that have popped up, we're revising our special events ordinance, which handles things like block parties and all kinds of big events that happen in the township. Our goal is to have something to be able to be rolled out for the 2027 season, so that we can be consistent starting in the new year with new fees.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
Any other items for tonight for old business? Any new business items? Citizen forum? Don't see any.
You have one citizen.
One
Do-
citizen.
Commissioner
Did I miss
Lewis.
it? Yeah.
Commissioner Lewis is a
Commissioner
citizen.
Lewis, are you?
I
you a
was
citizen?
sleeping on new business, not on old business.
Okay.
Are we still planning to meet with Wawa? Has that happened? Where's that stand?
There wasn't. Go ahead, Chief.
I'm sorry. Yes, Commissioner, we're working on arranging that meeting. Eileen Wass will be reaching out to everyone. Reached out to Wawa to try to get their dates. I want to try to get as many dates as possible to accommodate everyone's schedule. And we'll be emailing you direct.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So I'm going to call for the adjournment of tonight's public safety meeting, 7:48 p.m.
All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Bye.